The newly elected congressman from northern New Mexico was in town where he spoke to the state legislature about that stimulus bill.
Tomorrow, President Obama will sign the American Recovery and Reinvestment Plan into law. It will be a historic event. A historic investment in the transformation of our economy, in the people of America, in building the foundation we need to start to reverse the economic decline. We have heard from economists across the spectrum that job loss numbers would continue to spiral out of control. More than 500,000 jobs lost month after month. Unemployment numbers skyrocketing. But even with this alarming information, many in Congress, many in the House and the Senate, chose not to move forward, to put aside their differences and act boldly for America. We all recognize that this is not a perfect piece of legislation, curable illnesses, but we can all agree that doing nothing was simply not the solution. While businesses shut their doors, while a grandmother wipes her tears from her eyes as she heads out for her third job, while children suffered from curable illnesses because their father was laid off, lost his insurance, lost work, many said no to taking action. I am proud to say that every member of the New Mexico delegation said yes. Yes.
I spoke with Congressman Lujan before he talked with state lawmakers. The question is about the speed with which the shovel-ready projects will have to be implemented for the stimulus money to have any effect on creating new jobs at all.
As soon as this plan is signed by the president, there will be steps taken through the agencies to use existing formulas to get the dollars to the states into the state stabilization fund. Many of these projects have to be accounted for and underway in 90 days, others 120 days. Various committees on the Hill, the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee as an example, have already said that they'll begin to hold hearings within 45 days to be able to look to see how these dollars are being planned for, how they are being utilized at the state level, the local level, within school districts as well. And so the accountability mechanism that is in this piece of legislation was also significant. The transparency that was created, the utilization of a website that will be launched at which time President Obama signs this, recovery.gov, to be able to track the programs, to be able to hold those that are responsible for each of these programs accountable, and look for job opportunities. It's all in here. And so it's an important piece of legislation. It's an important piece to begin to create the jobs that we need as a country, and to lay the foundation to get us out of this economic spiral that we're in.
Santa Fe, for example, has $1 billion on its wish list. We don't know if that wish list has been approved, but given that parts of it or all of it are approved, they will be expected to get underway very quickly on the same rapid time schedule?
Yes, Bill. You know, a lot of the projects that have been submitted and the criteria for them is that they would be able to get underway immediately, that they would have the planning in place, that they would be ready when they were given the thumbs up for the support to be able to get the projects moving. And so you can see that how local governments across the state, how school districts across the state, they'll be ready to get things moving, and we need to make sure that we're all working together. And I can't emphasize that, to make sure that we're also going after some of the many grants that may be available to assist us with many of the projects and programs in each of our communities.
Congressman Ben Ray Lujan on the line a bit earlier.